afternoon. You know, you don't have to travel thousands of miles to Hawaii, Florida, Southeast Asia to try the freshest tropical fruits. I mean, they all grow here in the Central Valley. We're zone 9B, but it's okay. It just simply means they require a little bit of attention paid to them during the cold and the hot summer months. But with those techniques down over a period of years, I mean, this is what you can expect. And again, my yard is fairly young. You're talking maybe like 7, 8 years old. So imagine when it's like 15, 20 years. Yeah. So wanted to show you, I mean, what we've got here. This is November, okay? Imagine December, imagine January. Basically every single month, just imagine that. I mean, this is all that's growing month after month after month. So this is what you can expect. Oh boy, Namwa banana. You know what this guy is native to? This particular guy is native to Vietnam. Grown here, unprotected, doesn't have any problems with the cold, loves the summer, but oh yeah. So unlike your regular Cavendish banana that you would find in your store, oh yeah, these are they almost melt in your mouth. The ones that are ripe from your tree, from your banana plant in the backyard, okay? The ones shipped from abroad, no, they're not gonna taste anything like this. But these ones ripen on the plant, they are gonna taste so much different. And I could tell you, just the nutritional value alone is magnitudes better than what was shipped from other places. Yeah, and then you know, it's a bit late, but somehow managed to get a few mangoes, Kent variety. Um, so I know you probably think you know what a Kent mango tastes like, but until you pick one from your tree, the one you get from the store, oh boy, that's I'm sorry to say, but that's not what a Kent mango tastes like or should taste like. The one picked from your tree is like oozing with like sweetness, and it's very very fragrant. Yeah, Kent mango. So in well, yeah. In fact, here, let me show you. This is what happens when you let a mango ripen on your tree. Look at that. Oh boy. It is just so fragrant. It just like slices. There's no fiber whatsoever. Mm. Look at how juicy that is. This is what a homegrown, ripened on a tree mango looks like and tastes like. Then, the world's sweetest variety. So this is the last of the Manila, okay? So let's see what it looks like. The ones that were ripened earlier in the summer, those were better, in my opinion. But I mean, we've got one more left, so might as well, right? Fun fact: Manila mango, also known as a Carabao mango, Guinness World Record for the sweetest mango ever, sweetest mango variety. Mm. You would think a mango is a mango, but the differences between the Manila and the Cape mango, night and day. So next to perhaps one of the easiest tropical fruit trees to grow in the Central Valley, starfruits. Now, yeah, you'll occasionally find these in your ethnic grocery stores. Um, but trust me, they're not gonna be this ripe. I mean, this is ripe. If I hadn't picked these in within a week, it's probably gonna fall off the tree on its own. Yeah, I mean, this is how you know it's ripe. Ever wonder why they call it the starfruit? I will tell you in a little bit. See that? This is why they call it starfruit. Mm. Oh yeah, one of the easiest trees to grow in the Central Valley. Fruits year round practically. Mm. Oh yeah. So the varieties I've got three different varieties, but the most common, my favorite anyway, is the carry, which is what these are. They're a bit more on the sweeter side. And then beans, not any beans, tropical beans, specifically ice cream beans. Uh, I thought I saw one that was actually on the verge of opening up, or had it actually already opened up. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, right here. Look at that. That's how you know it's ripe. Native to the Amazon rainforest. And when I say Amazon rainforest, I meant smack right in the Amazon rainforest. This guy loves tropical environments, but at the same time tolerates our frosty winter and insane summer seasons with practically no humidity. It seems to make it. So the pops, or the ones picked from your tree, again, big emphasis on the one picked from your tree. Okay, the ones that you, if you're lucky enough, the ones that you might find in your store, picked weeks ago, super dry. But this is as fresh as you can get. Oh yeah, it it doesn't look like it. It looks like a little cotton ball, but it's actually very watery. Like look at that. Yeah. So it's essentially cotton ball soaked in with sugar. Oh yeah. And the seeds, practically 100% success rate with germinating these. But just as I've got so many that it's I don't have space to propagate these. But oh yeah, and these are actually a bit small. I've seen ones that are like almost like a foot long. Yeah, so these can get way bigger, but like how many bean pods can you possibly eat in one sitting? Hmm. So ice cream bean. So check it out. Well, actually, guava, jujube, not any kind of jujube, tropical jujube, tropical thornless green jujube. Size difference, right? Yeah, I mean guavas they come in different sizes, but this is the last of the Ruby Supreme, just classic guava taste. Um, Pink inside, yeah, classic guava taste. Mm, you know it's good when it just kind of melts. So cool fact, okay? The pink flush variety, commercially they use this for juicing just because it's got a lot of juice. And then the white flush varieties, mostly the Asian varieties, Thai guava, big old. I keep referencing softball, but I kid you not, this is literally like size of a softball. Same with like the Century Taiwanese guava. Yeah, these are the white flush varieties. Same with the Vietnamese ones. They are meant to be eaten more like an apple. Just it's not as juicy. Instead it's more crunchy. But oh yeah, so you know what the green bonus should you be? I mean, it looks like a Granny Smith apple. I'm just gonna eat it like it. I've been eating like an apple. Mm, yeah, same texture as an apple, but tastes nothing like an apple. It's a jujube. Alrighty. So now, wheat avocado. These obviously are not ripe. So there's a difference between some of the types of fruits. Climateric, being that they need to they can ripen on the countertop versus non-climateric. Um, what climateric fruit would be like mangoes, you know, and also store fruit. I know it's there's a lot of conflicting information about store fruits being climateric or non-climateric, but it's been my experience that the unripe ones, you pick it, you leave it on the countertop, it ripens. So, in my opinion, they're climateric. Guava, depending on the variety, for the most part, they're non-climateric. But avocado, like tomatoes, bananas, they're non-climateric. These can be left on the countertop, and over a period of time, due to the release of ethylene gas by the nearby fruits and the fruits, it naturally ripens on its own on the countertop. So I'm gonna just leave these on the countertop, and they will soften up, and I can eat them. Oh boy, you know I'm actually getting kind of full by just eating all this, but for the audience there, Thai guava, okay. Oh yeah, and this is kind of small from previous years. Uh, so they do get pretty big. You know, people don't like the seeds, which I don't know why. To me, a guava seed, especially the inside of the seed, is perhaps the best part. I mean, the seeds are so small, they just swallow it. Mm. Oh yeah. So a guava this size, likely is going to contain maybe about 2 times the vitamin C for the average adult. So yeah, just one guava the size a day is like more than sufficient. Ideally, it should be more, maybe like this size. But yeah, just trust me, you're not gonna be able to eat a lot of guava to the point where you're gonna get vitamin C toxicity. The fiber on these is gonna stop you from eating it. Maybe that's why there's no food eating competitions when it comes to fruits. Mm. So that's the Thai guava. Let's um let's go next door, Vietnam. Now, before I cut this, I should mention the reason why I picked this one versus the other ones is when it comes to these guava varieties, look for the skin that turns a bit yellow. I mean, look, that's green. See the difference? It's a bit more on the yellow side. And also the texture should be a bit smooth. It's not so bumpy. That's why I elected to pick these, the ones that are a bit smooth. That indicates to me that it is uh, pretty ripe. So, boy, yeah, Vietnamese guava. Yeah, I mean, it tastes a lot like the Thai guava, but it's got its own unique texture and flavor. Oh yeah, yeah, especially the middle seed. This is to me the best part. Okay, it's like eating a twinkle, and then inside the seed represent the feelings. That's the best part. Mm. Oh yeah, alrighty. So Taiwanese century guava. Yeah, I mean they're like, I would say almost the same size as the Thai guava, just a bit more on the, not round. So let's see. Oh, now this one, it slices almost right through, so it's not as dense. The texture anyway. Look at the difference. Taiwanese guava, Vietnamese guava, and then Thai guava. Hmm. I mean, yeah. You would think a guava's a guava, but no, they taste totally different. In the very subtle way. So yeah, I mean that's again beginning of November. Okay, it's gonna get cold. Strangely, I've got my tank top on. It's hot. I want to say it's been in the 80s, though. Next week it's forecasted to go down to 70s. But still, I mean, right around the time in previous years, I would have been constructing my temporary greenhouse to protect some of the younger trees. But no, not this year. It's been warm. And luckily for us in the Central Valley, this year is forecasted to be a La Nina year. Take that with a grain of salt. But that in my location translates to warmer than usual winter, less rain, but that's okay. Just as long as it's warm, that's all I'm concerned about. But oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, grow your own. I mean, a lot of these, all the ones that I've got here, okay, you do not need to protect. I mean, I've never protected any of these, um, and they're fine. I mean, especially like the mango, ice cream bean. Yeah, they are all fine. Just again, 6 points that you've got to be considered about when it comes to growing these. You know, pH, soil and water, wind protection, um, cold protection, of course, sun protection, um, and a few more that I'm blanking out. I'll be sure to put it on the down on the down in the video. But oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gonna take me weeks to eat this, and this all came from like 5 trees, and I've got like 200 trees and counting. So yeah, again, I keep saying this, but unfortunately, like 95% of my fruits fall to the ground and get recycled back to the ecosystem. Worms gulp it up. I mean, this is like the most nutritious stuff for insects and worms to eat. So it all gets recycled back to my yard for then the next year's crop. So, all right, have a good afternoon. You know what? I don't know how I forgot this, but I forgot all these are great tasting. I mean, in their own way. But my personal favorite fruit, I don't know how I forgot these. Pick a few days ago. That's why they're kind of wrinkly looking, ugly looking, kind of deformed, mutant or mutated. But yeah, this is if you had a fresh one off of your tree. Oh, you are not gonna like anything else. White sapote. Whew. I mean, look at the skin. It is just so thin. You know what I do? I actually eat the whole thing and then spit out the skin. Mm, yeah. And then you spit out skin. So the texture, okay. I know I keep saying it tastes like butter with milk or butter with sugar, and it's nutritious. It's great for you. But maybe a better way of saying that is it tastes like a super ripened avocado that's just sweet. It is sweet in its own unique way. I mean, it's hard to describe it. Mm, yeah, it, it it almost reminds me of condensed milk. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know how I forgot this, but yeah. Again, another tree that's like crazy easy to grow here. Okay, no protection with the cold. In fact, it actually needs some cold. So in our climate, it's practically perfect. Maybe a consideration is when a tree is younger, give it some shade when we get those 110, 115-degree days. But besides that, yo, these guys thrive. Yeah, I mean, I just eat the whole thing and then just spit out the skin. I'm sure it's edible. I just yeah, I don't know. Mm. So yeah, white sapote.